Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
Okay, that feels good.
That sounded like a sad trombone at the end.
Feels good. Be back in the saddle. You had to do it without me for 9 minutes, Forrest. How was that?
Was it 9 minutes?
Dude,
More like 4.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah. How'd it go?
I mean, you really dug deep and just gave the viewers something to.
I don't think it was very good.
Could have done a guest host. We could have had a guest host in here to help you. Luis, you could have come and sat in the saddle.
I was waiting for the invitation.
Stop saying
but
saddle.
didn't arise.
It's a.
You were what? I talked to Louise.
Yeah, you didn't let him on camera though. You could have come in. He could have. It
I
could have
don't
been your
really
big.
let him. He runs the cameras. He can do whatever. You could have pointed one of his face.
Yeah, you gotta take initiative sometimes, Luis, and be like,
Yeah, it's on you.
I actually showered that day waiting to be on camera, but no.
you don't normally shower when we come.
No.
Yeah, you don't need to shower to be on camera.
No, that's extra.
You know
I
how many
did not
times
shower
I showered
today.
to come to this podcast
I matted my hair down with water just so it wouldn't stick out my hat.
It's one of the reasons to do podcasts. You don't have to shower.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Your teammate was down. You guys stepped up, did the bare minimum. Appreciate.
I thought you were going to make more sports analogies.
I was going to, and I realized none of them were appropriate.
10%.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No I in team.
Yeah.
There is, if you say it in Spanish, equipo.
Equipo. Oh, there's Can't spell Penn State without penis. Yeah, it was a rough week for the Williamsons. If you didn't see on Instagram, my son got into a pretty horrific car accident. And I just wasn't up to it. Would have been a really sad podcast. He's good. He's okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be a little bit of a road with his injuries and everything, but could have been a lot worse.
He's going to give it 110%.
The whole family's been giving it 110% all week.
120.
Yeah.
And
it was going to be a very melancholy podcast if I had come and done it though. So
yeah, well, way to kick it off.
I was cruising on 1 hour sleep too.
You're dead.
I've never been a part of something where I was like that kind of I've definitely gone without sleep for a long time, but never gone that far without sleep and then also been affected by something. I was like cooking eggs and then just walking away from it. And my wife would come out and be like, the house is like going to burn down. What do you do? I'm like, I forgot I was cooking eggs. Like I just told, it's not like the phone rang or anything. I was just a zombie walking around.
I'm sure you're aware of this. It wasn't just because you were sleepy. You were sleepy plus your mind was just, you just went through some trauma. You know? So, yeah. So you're combining that with that. So then you start to, walk away from eggs or whatever you're doing. You cook eggs, by the way?
I cook eggs every morning.
I don't ever see those on Instagram.
Really? Oh, I put
next
them
to
on
the brisket, some scrambled eggs.
Oh, bro, eggs are my favorite. For a guy who doesn't get up in the morning very often, I love cooking eggs. And breakfast sandwiches are like a big part of my life.
Well, we're happy everybody's okay, and we're happy you're back.
Thanks, buddy.
By we, I mean Louise.
Yeah.
Not me. Because you said saddle twice.
Well,
I'll tell you what I don't like.
What?
I'll tell you who's overrated. Sublime. The fucking band.
Segue.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to talk about something, but I want to talk about Santeria.
Oh.
And he says,
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
And I hadn't thought about Santeria at all. But then something came up in my feed that said,
smoke them all.
Shut up.
Yeah, sorry.
Something came up in my feed that was about Santeria, and then I was driving in my car on Sirius XM, and then that song came on, and I this band sucks.
Yeah.
Anyone that likes Sublime, if you liked them back in the day, fine.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, because you were in college and it was party music, whatever. But they stink. And now the guy died. The guy who was the lead singer.
Bradley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah. Can you name anyone else in the band?
The dog.
Yeah, that's true. The dog is
Blue Dog.
More famous and they still tour though with somebody else. And I'm like, your music is just ripped off reggae chords. Bang, ding, 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 ding. The guitar solo is like, ding, 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 I can play the guitar solo. In 2 minutes, I can learn the guitar. So you're touring around for what? Nobody wants to see it.
I mean, they're pretty good songs.
No.
Pretty great song.
What's going on? Someone shaving?
40 ounces of freedom, baby.
No, they suck. Join the conversation. But anyway, Santeria. I hadn't thought about Santeria in a while because it's not here. I don't think it's here.
I remember one time.
It's weird that band's from Southern California and they referenced Santeria. I thought that was like I thought it was Cuban.
Well, I'm sure that it's everywhere. And
okay. Do you know what Santeria is, Luis?
Like besides the song?
Yeah.
it's like witchcraft, right?
Something like that, right?
But like on like
doesn't
on
know.
the islands.
The next line is something about a crystal ball. So
Yeah, I thought it was a Cuban kind of like a Cuban like there's someone shaving again.
Yeah, it really does sound like someone's. Sounds like we're trimming our pubes under the table.
I thought it was like a Cuban, not witchcraft, but I mean closer to like a voodoo type thing. But I thought it was like a religious practice that was its roots are African, but it was like.
Someone's
was
shaving
co-opted.
a bird.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. There's shaving and birds going on. What's going on?
He's
like that?
shaving a.
I don't know.
Mike's really pick up everything in the neighborhood, man.
I think this is a good like call a Cuban segment here. So this
Toss. One time when I was a kid in Miami, was at my buddy's neighborhood, and there was bags under all the trees. And we're like, what the fuck? And we started looking in the bags, and one bag had like potatoes, and another bag had like meat, and another bag had like some other. And I guess that's part of the practice is they cook food for the gods, and they leave it where they'll leave it.
I've seen that's plenty of religions are like that. You go to Bali and there's all the not just the temples, people's homes stuff. There's offerings of like fruit and food and stuff like that and things like that for God. And that's like in plenty of religions. But when I used to work at Durham in South Florida when I was a biologist down there, we used to go up the Miami River at least once a month, sometimes more for other things. But we had a monthly monitoring program, so I got to know the Miami River pretty well. And if you're not familiar with the Miami River, it's a natural river. It's been dredged and deepened so that like ships can bring cargo in and out of there and so forth. But it was an actual natural river with rapids at one point, and it stretched. The original like headwaters I think were 27th Avenue or maybe 17th Avenue, but it's extended all the way to the Everglades now. It's like a drainage basin and stuff. But if you go up it, it's like, have you ever been on a boat up the Miami River?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You sound unsure, but I've done this so many times that I mean I know that's where this business is. That boat's going to be there. It's wild. You don't even need to have TV. You just go up the Miami River. There's going to be some weird shit happening.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has been built. There's a lot of parts that have been gentrified and things like that. But there's still all sorts of crazy shit going on, and we would sample the water. But I would constantly see people sacrificing live chickens on the river. When I say constantly, to the point where you'd see it and we'd put it in the notes. There was somebody sacrificing a chicken upstream of us just in case for this water sample. So we'd put it in the notes for the water.
It's important.
Yeah, but they would just be like, there was one time a guy was just like killing a chicken. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you slit its throat or some shit.
You bite it off.
No, he was doing something with like a blade or something, and then he did it. And then we were like looking over, and he like waved with the chicken, like, "Hey, what's up,
guys?" Sorry.
Doesn't that break the whole fucking thing of the religion or whatever?
Yeah, no salutations.
So I felt like in Miami it was a big thing, and I remember growing up, when you say witchcraft, I was always afraid of it, but it might just be a religious thing, which I'm afraid of religion too. But you don't know.
Do you think you've ever had a curse put on you?
I feel like a guy waving with a chicken bleeding out is a guy. I don't know, like there's some sort of curse there, but yeah, I miss going up the Miami River. It was a trip.
Yeah, there's every now and then there's like a wreckage yard where it's just like
there's scrap yards for metal. There's places where bazillion-dollar yachts are being refinished.
Yeah.
Then right next to that, it's just like people living on a boat that might float if you take the duct tape off. That's like right next to a yacht that's $30 million. Then there's like a houseboat row. Then there's like some parks. There's a park, and I want to say it's like Jose Marti Park or something. I forget which park is right there, like on the 17th Avenue Bridge. And one time there was just people fucking on a bench there.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
Miami's sexy.
Straight up just like fucking on a bench. We're like, They waved to. No, I'm kidding. They didn't, but they could have easily. They were like, it wasn't like they were behind a tree or something. They were like for the world to see, you know?
Yeah.
And then there'd be people kayaking it up. And
a lot of kayaking.
Manatees, tons of manatees in the Miami River, tons of manatees. And then people that like did like, one time I saw a guy working in the water and he was like scrubbing the underside of a boat. And we were like taking a water sample right near him. And he goes, what are you guys checking for? And we're like, well, we're checking for a lot of things. But that sample I just took is we're looking for bacterial, like coliform bacteria.
Chicken blood.
E. coli, bacteria, different types of bacteria we're looking for. And he goes, why are you doing that? And he goes, well, because, you know, if that's in the water, you know, it's a pollutant. And then what would be wrong with that? Like, I'm swimming in the water right now. Like, you know, like, am I in danger? And I'm like, well, you're an adult. So probably diarrhea would be the first thing. You could have some other things. And he just started laughing.
Blindness.
He just started laughing. He's in the water, like, scrapping, like, I go, what's so funny? He goes, I haven't had a solid stool in 3 years. I was like, okay, buddy.
I relate. Yeah.
We found the clear. But I think we should call Cuban to find out about Santeria.
Who would know about it that we know?
I don't know.
You want me to try Caesar again?
You want to try Caesar?
Which one?
I don't know. I wonder if I got his real number ever.
I don't know. It is funny because Seth referenced that the other day. He was like, I can't believe you called. I think my friend John Vieira that we've called before would know. I think he would know. You want to call him?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up.
Blocked.
Damn it. Edit that out.
Blocked.
Shit.
No, leave that in.
Was that blocked? You think that's blocked?
No.
It said voicemail wasn't set up. What, you want to call somebody now?
We can try
I think we
Caesar.
do it back and forth.
All right. Cuban roulette.
Yeah. Are you sure that's him?
Nope.
Is that how you spell Caesar?
I think that's how he spells it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the Caesar I know.
He might not be Cuban.
Yeah, he's Cuban. It's the one you went to high school with.
Yeah.
All right, give me the fucking cord. This segment's going terribly.
I think.
Your call has been
All the
forwarded
Cubans don't
to an
wanna pick up
automated
anymore.
voice
Wait, let's leave him a
messaging
message.
system. 305.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
All right, well, I got one. Here, I got one for you.
All right.
Let's see if he picks up.
Please leave your message.
God damn, the Cubans!
Man, these Cubans don't pick up their phone.
I'll tell you the thing about Cubans. I'll tell you that.
There is something called Cuban time. All right, let's see.
It doesn't explain that.
They're even late to their phone calls.
You just sound like a white guy just saying, there is something called
Yeah.
Cuban time.
Maybe you're
Taking over goddamn St. Florida. St. Florida.
You guys realize I have a Cuban uncle that you guys could call.
We don't, how did we know that?
Yeah.
You
What
said
do you
everybody's
mention it?
Mexican and Guatemalan is what you told us.
You
No,
just said
he's
that like
Cuban Guatemala.
we thought you didn't have two arms or something.
Where's your Cuban uncle live?
Here in England.
Is he the guy that had the gay test?
No. That one's 100% Mexican.
Yeah, but we want to talk to that guy all day. I love the gay test guy. That guy should be a guest on the podcast. He lives in Inglewood?
Yeah.
That would be a good.
Love to have that guy on.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Wait, which one? Are we talking about the gay
Gay
test? Gay test? Herman.
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 Herman. I'd love to have Herman.
Spelled German.
German.
All right, I'm
Herman.
gonna go to.
Lorna might know. We called Lorna before, didn't we? You want to call Lorna? See if she picks up.
Hello.
Hi, Lorna. It's Forrest.
Hi, Four.
Are you busy?
No, yes and no, but I can talk. Talk to me.
I have a question. We're doing the
You're on the Mermen
We're doing the
podcast.
Call a Cuban segment again on the Mermen
You're
podcast.
so hilarious.
Okay, real quick. We were trying to describe what Santeria is. Okay, and I know
Okay.
I know that it is some sort of religion that originally was based in some sort of African, but like there's a Cuban version. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's like it's Afro-Cuban, so that's where it originates from.
Okay. I remember seeing a guy like cut a chicken's neck. Is that real? Was that part of that or no?
Yeah, sometimes that has happened.
And is there like a church for it?
Yeah, I believe so. That's like a big deal. Like in my neighborhood, there's always a lady, and you can tell what religion she is because she's going to be dressed head to toe in white. And then the distinguishing thing is always going to be the necklace, and the necklaces show you like which saint it is. Like one saint is going to have a specific color, like different one, like San Lazaro.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they also have their African names as well. So they have their saint names, but then the saint name also has the original African name for it.
Okay. Now, are you afraid of this, Santeria?
No.
Okay. I thought you were supposed to be afraid of it.
No.
If you own chickens, maybe you should be afraid of it. But
yeah. Like I used to have a friend in high school that his dad was like big on it, and we were little. We didn't like going inside his house because there was like freaky stuff that we would see. So like he had one entire room. No, he had an entire room that was with a giant, sculpture of the saint, and then they had all these fruit and stuff. And I shit you not, the fruit would not rot.
Whoa!
Oh, so you believe in it, Lorna?
Well, no, but then wait, hold on. Then he had a doghouse in the back.
And everything rotted.
No, they had no dog. And in the doghouse in the back was like another saint thing, and then the dad would tell us not to go like near it.
Oh, so like the spirit of the god lived in the doghouse.
It's not the first time I've seen that more than once.
That's the tie into Sublime. Ooh. That's a Sublime
we
thing.
Are in Miami.
Okay, yeah, because we were talking about. I said Sublime sucks as a band. I don't know. That was how we got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And then
I ain't got no crystal ball.
And then Dave said, "Yeah, the only other famous person was his dog. So maybe there is a tie-in with the dogs in Santeria."
I could get into worshiping a dog god. Just have a little dog presence. I'm gonna look more into this.
Okay, wear a necklace.
Listen,
I think God is great. He should have a dog. Is what I'm saying.
Dive into a Google search and deep dive, and then you're gonna see there's a lot of stuff around.
Okay, so it's nothing to be afraid of. That's what I want to tell everybody listening.
No, you just like any other thing. You respect another person's beliefs.
But I was telling a story about a guy that I felt like he looked like he was sacrificing a chicken in the Miami River. And I'd seen this many times. And then when we looked at him, he waved with the chicken. Like, hey.
Wow. Well, my first boyfriend, and I was 15 years old, he was best friends with that guy that I told you we went to his house. So that guy's dad, did something and put him under that same religion. I had no idea. So one night I was at his house, and he went to another room. And when I opened the closet, he had a saint, and he had cut a piece of my hair, and he had an earring and a picture of me there. That freaked me out.
Yeah, okay. It's not good.
And you've never rotted since.
No, he was trying to bind me or something. I did stay with him for 7 years, though. So
hey, it worked.
There you go.
Well, yeah, you haven't aged. So that's part of it, yeah. Okay, Lorna, thank you for being on Call It Cuban. You've won free tickets to see us at the Dania Improv. September
Oh, I'd love that. And I still need to send you a 2x4, Forrest.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I haven't forgotten.
Do you want to explain that? You're on the
No. I think you should just leave that there.
No, I leave it just like that.
Keep an eye out. You got some lumber coming your way. UPS.
Nah, for sure we'll see you when we come down there. So.
Okay. All right. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye, Lauren. I love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Bye.
Love you.
All right.
Well, there you go. All dogs go to heaven.
What? Okay.
That's what we proved.
All right, that worked. At least we found out. That was a pretty good explanation.
She
knew.
was the right person.
To call.
Yeah.
I think the other people would have been like, I don't know. Lorna had it going on. All right, edit everybody else out.
Nah, you should leave it. I think we should be honest about the fact that our friends don't pick up our phone calls.
I don't think so. I don't think people want to listen to that.
Yeah, I think they'd rather listen to that than
right,
us bicker about whether to leave it in or not.
Here's where we start now.
All right.
I can get behind Santeria, though. No. We're all white in a necklace.
I would go see Sublime play tomorrow.
There's plenty of opportunities. Hey, Luis, tell me where the Sublime.
They're going to be the Beach Life.
The most important guy who's going to be performing it.
Beach Life Festival.
Dude, Beach Life Festival is dope.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Kinda.
How do you kind of go to a festival?
I've never bought tickets and gone and immersed myself.
You hung out at the marina outside.
I've just been in the South Bay when it was going on and been around the chaos.
Shout out Beach Life Festival. I saw Jane's Addiction.
They hit me up during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's when I went.
They hit me up and they were doing a bunch of virtual stuff. And
the organizers.
Yeah, and they wanted to incorporate comedy, and
let's do that.
And I was like, yeah, I go, I'm in, man. I'll help you, but I go, honestly, it's a community thing or whatever. I go, you probably should connect with the Comedy and Magic Club. And so I kind of passed it off to them, like thinking I was doing the right thing, and I don't think anything ever came of it. And I go, man, I should have been selfish and just done that, and then I would be buddies with all the organizers of Beach Life.
Why didn't you hold on to that?
I just thought I was trying to do the right
It's
thing.
one weekend. It's not like the new club's opening or something.
No, they were trying to do something like I thought the Comedy Magic Club could use the help. You know, I thought at the time.
Yeah, but what you do is you do the one gig, and then after that you pass it on.
Yeah.
You know? Call them back up.
All right,
Beach Life Festival, Redondo Beach.
let's do it.
They're good. It's a good festival. Good times. Redondo's a pretty cool area, man.
Yeah, the whole South Bay is great. I love it.
That's probably where Sublime's from. Sublime sucks.
Sublime's from Long Beach.
What's the other song they had?
They have a lot of songs.
Date rape.
Yeah, date rape.
Okay.
Date rape is actually on the surface. It sounds problematic. It sounds like you're glorifying date rape. But if you listen,
no, we got that. That sounds problematic. Nobody was like, that sounds good.
yeah, and if you listen to the lyrics though, the message,
anti-date
yeah,
rape.
the message is really playing the antagonist and saying like it's not the right, like you're gonna go to jail if you date rape
So
somebody.
it should be called anti-date rape.
So one time,
date rape.
So one time when I was in my 20s and all that stuff was popular, we took a bunch of high
date raping?
No, I mean it was, but no that music. So we took a bunch of high school kids out to L.A. and we were doing our water polo trip all over town, and we're listening to music, and that song came up, and the whole van, including me driving it, is like, if it wasn't for date rape, I'd never get laid.
Wait, those are the lyrics?
Yeah, that's
like the big drop right there.
Yeah. And so
I don't care if it's
one of the dads.
I don't care if it's like some sort of
What-
metaphor or
Yeah,
something.
what
You
is-
can't have that as lyrics, dude.
Well, one of the dads who was chaperoning was like, I do not agree with this music at all. I can't believe you were. And I was like, I realized what it seemed like. And I was just like, no, it's metaphoric. I had to explain all this to a dad.
All right, you're just burying the hole for Sublime even more. What's another song Sublime has?
I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. Smoke 2 joints before I
that's
smoke 2
Afro
joints. Nah, they were first.
I don't think that's them.
They stink.
They have What I Got.
I'm glad
Yeah,
that guy
that's
died.
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riots in the street of Miami. Whoa.
That's so there's a Miami connection.
Riots in the streets of Long Beach. Yeah, riot. It was about that one was about the riots.
All right. Well,
Second quarter.
it
Spoiler
is
alert.
the beginning of Shark Week,
My favorite time of year.
hosted by Jason Momoa.
Oh, is he? That's my dream. My
I
dream.
just saw a commercial and said he was host. I don't know how you host Shark Week.
That's one of my dreams. One of my dreams is to be the host of Shark Week one year.
Well, I think that's attainable.
Yeah, not yet, but
Do you know enough about sharks?
I know as much as Jason Momoa.
Wait, how do you know what Jason Momoa knows about sharks?
I've seen a lot of celebrities year after year host Shark Week, and it's not because they're shark experts. It's just because they're interesting
It's
hosts.
Aquaman. He talks to sharks.
I'm Aquaman.
No, he's Aquaman.
No, he booked the role to be Aquaman. You and I are actual natural watermen. Although he is
Waterin'.
from Hawaii, I think. And
I'm pretty sure he's good in the water.
probably, yeah, he's
If
probably
you're
right.
born in Hawaii, I think you're good in the water.
That'd be funny if
Any Hawaiians that don't know how to swim.
on set he's just like afraid of the water, like, ah! And then they edit it and he's like, oh.
Is he Hawaiian or is he like Pacific, some other Pacific
Yeah, he's like the
island?
Pacific Polynesian skiddly boppers. But I think he's from Hawaii. He's got,
What a skiddly bopper.
I don't know the term.
Fuck are you talking about?
I didn't want to say something that sounded racist, so I was just like,
Why stop now? You've done it many times
what?
in the show.
No, stop it.
You even did it earlier in the show.
know
You said
my heart.
something. Your heart is racist as well.
No, come on.
Polynesian of Hawaiian descent.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Honolulu. He was born in Honolulu.
The natives call that skiddly boppers.
Can Jason Momoa swim? That's what we're gonna ask here. What do you think the answer?
I mean, he's got the big Polynesian tattoo. Oh no, that's the Rock.
Wow. I don't know how accurate this is. This is from www.thethings.com. Unlike his
source.
Aquaman character, Jason Momoa actually hates swimming.
Whoa! I think you owe me an apology, Forrest.
I don't know if this wasn't that all into swimming as a form of cardio, and as a form of cardio. Okay, I think he can swim though.
With sharks.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you my favorite Shark Week segment I've ever seen, and I might have told it before, but it's a good story. It's worth telling you again.
Well, we'll see if it's worth it. Yeah. We'll be the judge. Louise, you rate this on a scale of 0 to 5. 5's the worst.
Do we have predictions right now before he goes into it?
Well, it's not like a story that happened to me. It's just one I saw on TV, and I thought it was funny for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, not to be bad.
Okay. Yeah. So there was a story on Shark Week I'm watching one night, and it was this couple on a sailboat, and they were sailing around the world, and they were like somewhere in the Philippines or something like that, and they pulled into this beautiful harbor, this untouched island in the middle of nowhere, crystal blue waters.
Why are you talking like this?
only people for miles and miles, right? And they put down their anchor, and the sun's shining, and the narrator's being super sweet, and the narrator's like, whatever, Margot, as she had millions of times before, decided to dive into the crystal blue waters and bathe and reflect on another day of beautiful sailboating. And then he goes and he goes,
I'm interpreting your story.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And then the narrator takes a turn and goes, what she didn't know was that they were anchored in Meatball Bay. And then a tiger shark just grabs her, and it's like the fake struggle they do on the reenactments,
Meatball Bay. This is where restaurants put food out or something?
So no, it wasn't an island. It was a peninsula, and the only thing for 100 miles was on the corner of the peninsula, a meat packaging plant.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that they don't have super regulations on the health code there. And so they would just dump old meat and excess meat into the bay. So all the sharks like to hang out right around that peninsula and just feed. And this lady's just like, ah. And so then the husband, in the fury of trying to save her, their little dinghy boat floated away. So then he had to put her on a surfboard and paddle her into shore and find help at the meatpacking plant. And then they would put her in the back of a pickup truck and drive 2 hours to a hospital.
Yeah.
Meatball Bay.
I think you have told this story. I'm not sure.
Are there things in your life you can think of where you were like, thought you were in the crystal blue waters of a situation and you were actually
I was just looking for this shark woman.
Bay.
I was just looking for this shark woman that I found that she gets hooks out of sharks.
Oh, that's like her life's work is just to de-hook sharks.
Not her only. She does other things too, but she wears like a chainmail suit, like, a shark suit kind of thing. It's like this. And these sharks in this certain patch of reef and stuff, she took a hook out of one's mouth, but she had to work on it for a couple of days, and it kept coming back. And then it came back supposedly and was like,
shark kept coming back.
Like cuddling with her or something, whatever shark. Yeah. And then there's one where she's like putting her hand in the shark's mouth. That's why she has a chainmail suit. And it's like biting, but you can see the shark knows what she's doing. It'd be the same way you'd react if somebody stuck something down your mouth and you're like, okay, I can't do this, but I know you're trying to help me. Because it's not like biting and thrashing. It's like, but it's not thrashing. Like the way a shark would.
The shark was like biting out of reflex and then going, my bad.
Yeah, no. The sharks clearly
my bad.
They clearly understand that she's doing this. And I was like, so I gave her a follow and I'm trying to find her where she's at. But yeah.
What she didn't know is she was trying to remove a hook in Meatball Bay.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep going back to Meatball Bay.
It was one of the greatest turns in TV history, I thought.
Why do you want to host Shark Week?
I love shark stuff, and I think it would be fun to have those opportunities. I
don't even watch Shark Week, so how do you host it? That's my question.
You do like the bumpers in between episodes, so it's like, hey, I'm Jason Momoa. I'm here in Nassau, Bahamas, and we're going diving to feed nurse sharks. And then they like do like a 2-minute segment where they're doing the nurse sharks, and then he's like, all right, check out this documentary about great whites that breach 20 feet into the air in South Africa. Cool, bros. And then it just kicks to that one. So you're just doing like the buffers, basically.
Yeah. I did an interview to work on a show for Shark Week one time. But I didn't get that.
What happened? You didn't get it?
I can say exactly what happened, so there's no slander or anything like that. But do you know who David Dobrik is?
Sounds familiar.
You know who that is?
Was he in Sublime?
He's like an influencer. He's got these
very controversial one recently.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? So, why? Oh, let's get into it.
I mean, he
someone in his crew, I thought.
Yeah, he like almost killed one of the people in his thing because like
doing a stunt.
Yeah, he's like a very popular influencer, so he's got a lot of money from ads, and so like he'll do like, oh, we have a crane. We rented a crane. So I think what it was.
Yeah,
that always goes well.
He gives away money and stuff too. He always is giving away cars to his crew and stuff, and people like that he thinks needs them. And he, I'll tell you what I watched a lot of his videos because so basically they're like, you're gonna have this interview for this job. It's for Shark Week, and David Dobrik and his crew were gonna like go there and do. I didn't sign an NDA, so I guess I can say all this shit. Who cares? It was just an interview, and this is years ago, and they said, you know, they're this reality basically. So you're not really writing for him. You're just situation.
You're like, it'd be funny if you did this.
Yeah, basically that. And so it was kind of like, what do you know about sharks? What do you know about the? And I didn't know much about him, so like I started watching his clips. I think all of his clips are like 4 minutes and 20 seconds. There's no weed thing at all. But if you go on YouTube, they're all 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and there's nothing about weed.
Ooh, a little Easter egg.
But you know what? I tell you, just when you study, you study social media. How is this person popular and this whatever? And I haven't put any of that into action in my own career. But
You'll get around to
his YouTube, his Instagram, and I want to say his TikTok. None of it's the same clips. You know, like Mr. Beast, who's like super fucking. He's probably one of the most famous.
People say I look like Mr. Beast's dad. I got that comment. I got tagged to that comment a lot.
And so I will say though, it flies by because you know what this guy David Dobrik does is, it starts at the punchline is the best way to put it. They'll just like literally the clip will come on and be like, "Oh my God, this thing blew up in the car." And
then you want to find out how they got
foam.
there.
They don't even show you, and they're just recovering from it. And they're like, "All right, we're gonna like literally everything comes to the punchline." And I was like, "Wow, that's pretty smart." And it's kind of like the Post Malone. I read a whole thing about Post Malone and how he became like the way he writes songs. It starts at the hook, yeah, kind of thing, and then you already know the words. So
people do that. People do that with hours now. They'll put like their closer at the beginning. Like they're like, put your biggest best joke to start.
I think you're
hour.
always supposed to have a big joke at the beginning.
Well, not. I mean,
look into that.
Now you are, but before it was always like an hour was like you would build. You know, now it's like you got to get them in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, you got to get them in like 10 seconds. I'm like,
yeah.
Anyways, I didn't get the job, but I don't think anyone got the job because I never saw it being made, and it was like a week later that somebody in his crew got done up for. I think it was a date rape thing, or it wasn't done up. It was an allegedly. I don't know if it was ever convicted. So I just wanted, the date rape Shark Week. We're all tying it in. That's all coming together. But now Luis says he's in trouble for something else.
Oh.
I mean, it's not even that recent. I'd say a couple of years, but I know one of the stunts, he was like operating a crane at like a lake or something.
Yeah.
So he would tell his friends like, oh, like hang on to the teeth of the thing, and he would like just swing them so they could like let go. But like these people didn't want to do it. It's like, I don't know if I trust you operating this thing. So yeah, he swung one of his friends. Fucking, I forget what happened, but this guy like cracked his skull or like there was like a lot of like bad shit. And this guy was like in the hospital, and yeah, they were like, "Oh, can you just not tell people this happened?" So he was like still trying to protect his image.
Well, okay, so they're not all 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And by the way, there'll probably more people will subscribe to this guy's fucking YouTube than our podcast. So don't put this as a clip. But he has 17.8 million subscribers. His videos get 9.8, 8.1, 8.9.
We have 300.
Yeah. Let's tag him. Tag him in this. Say, hey, I would have probably not still worked for you had somebody in your crew not allegedly killed somebody with a crane while raping him.
We need to rent some equipment.
What do you mean?
We need some heavy equipment. Get more followers. Can we borrow your
If we do this, okay.
Luis, can we borrow your dad's work truck?
Let's say this right now. Do you think on the Key West to Miami trip, which is coming up in a couple months?
Can we do a stunt?
No, shut up. I'm going to say something. Stay in the saddle. Do you think we can shoot enough content for 3 of David Dobrik style videos? So this is how it'll start. It'll be like, "Oh, the fish is on my arm." I'll be like, "What's happening?" Like, and then I think the trick with his videos,
the fish is on my arm.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a tarp.
I was trying to take a hook out of its mouth to save it.
Yeah. Oh my God, my hair's on fire. Whatever. And then you bring it down, and then people wait to see what happened with that, but you don't bring it back, and then you go, yeah, I think we got it. We're just gonna shoot a lot of content.
All right, I'm in.
Yeah, we're gonna be big. Then we got to start a YouTube channel, Mermen.
Comedy Records YouTube. Go subscribe, guys. 4 episodes there.
That's right. We'll do it on Comedy Records.
Comedy Records. Yeah, we kind of owe them some content.
Yeah,
we owe them a lot.
There we go. We'll do some. We'll do them. We'll do the video there. All right. I don't know. Didn't bring up the shark thing.
Third quarter.
What else is going on? Messi.
Messi, they did the introductory.
I was talking about the soccer player. I was talking about Luis's house is messy. I said joke. Stuff cluttered. Messy.
Yeah, also soccer player. They did the introductory.
Are you okay?
They did the intro. I'm pretty hot. It's really hot in here.
I know. You looked over to the side. You're like, hey,
Yeah,
guys, hey, good joke. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be a good joke, right?
I was farting.
Is that how you look when you're farting?
I was worried.
Does it smell?
I don't think so. I was worried it was going to be more.
Thought I tasted something.
I am aiming it towards.
Lionel Messi. He's playing for Inter Miami.
Yeah, the Flamingos. By the way, I still haven't figured out who flamingoed me. That's still
Flamingoed?
well the prank that someone pulled on
I
me
know,
with
but
the
I didn't
flamingo.
know that's a term.
If it was you, if it was one of you guys out there, just I'm not mad. I'm just curious.
I can't believe you don't think it was Louise
Was it you, Luis?
No, not at all.
or me. It wasn't either of us, but I thought you would like accuse us.
Hey, did you
more.
ever get that thing we sent you?
No. I don't think you have my address.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Unless it was Factor Meals,
Nope.
which is sponsoring that. You're sweating.
I know. Yeah.
I mean,
It was a scary fart.
I'm fat and I get hot, but you're like visibly sweating.
Yeah, I'm a sweater.
So am I, but I'm as much of a sweater as anyone I've ever met.
When we played,
Are you okay?
when I was in high school, we played football at the park. I would take my shirt off and no one could tackle me. I can create a pretty thick layer of slimy sweat.
Gross. There's one video, just Dave sweating.
Just people trying to tackle.
We
It's like when you grease up a pig and try to catch it. It's like, who can take down Dave?
Yeah, you just start and he's like this, like, oh, I'm sweating. It's so
Yeah.
hot here in Key West. And
Specifically the South Florida sun.
we're 90 miles from Cuba. Do you know that, Marie? What?
Did you call him Maurice?
Oh my God, I can smell
What's up?
your fart now. It's like
Really?
what is it? A
Is
slow
it the
burn?
same one?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Who's Maurice?
Why?
Well, you're the one who's about to
was
say
I
it.
Maurice?
Am I dying? Because I called you some other name earlier.
I think we're in a sweat lodge here. We're all having visions.
We're going to be 90 miles from Cuba, is what I'm saying. We're at the southernmost point of the United States.
I think the Santa Maria is kicking in here. They're all
It's not Santa Maria. Santa Maria. Santeria.
I think whatever curse we've opened up, the fucking doghouse curse.
Quick, sacrifice a chicken.
Yeah.
You have a chicken?
Someone kill a stuffed hogfish.
Wait, what was that, Forrest? You flinched at something behind you that wasn't there?
No, I was like turning, and then I was turning like I was like, that's what he's talking about. So then I turned back.
Should
So it
drink
looked like I
water.
flinched.
Did you put ayahuasca in our waters today, Louis?
So Messi is in Miami, and
They did one of those big press conferences like they did, or pep rallies like they did with the big three, the Miami Heat, because that worked out so well.
yeah, but Messi's already won everything. Didn't they win the World Cup? Yeah, they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's won the Champions League. I'm assuming FC Barcelona's won it.
Yep, he hosted Shark Week.
Yeah. I don't know if I told the did I tell the FC Barcelona story where there was a riot there?
Maybe tell it again.
Yeah. Okay. If I told it already, I'm sorry. We're sweating in here. But when I was on the Europe tour, we did a bunch of activities. One of the things we did was we saw FC Barcelona, who's in the La Liga over there. That's where Messi played for most of his years. And they were playing their crosstown rival Espanyol, which was also in Barcelona, but it's in the outskirts. And Espanyol never wins shit. FC Barcelona wins everything. FC Barcelona's got all the money, and it's the Catalonia kind of part of Barcelona, and Espanyol is in the, let's just say the neighborhood wasn't as nice as the other parts of Barcelona we were in. And but we went to go see, and if Barcelona won this game, they would win their league, La Liga. They'd win the Spanish league. And they easily won it. They were up like 4 or 5-0 in like literally like 20 minutes. And I remember the whole time we were sitting there with Jim, and he goes, man, I've been to a lot of Premier League games, and he goes, man, the fans get rowdy there, and they say a lot of shit and stuff, and these people seem to all be really nice. And I go, Yeah, okay. I don't know if you noticed the song they've been singing for the last like 30 minutes.
Yeah. We're going to murder you in 20 minutes.
They were also singing the song outside of the stadium. There was a pep rally where they had like this whole like what do you call those, effigies kind of thing? So they're like, you burn them and stuff like that. It was like the opposing team, like effigy. I think it was. I don't know if we're wrong. Join the conversation. Right in. And it said Barcelona, and it said something else, and then puto. All right.
Oh, I know puto.
And the song they kept singing was puto, puto, puto. Over and over, they kept saying that.
Yeah.
And I said, do you know what puto means? And he goes, no. I go, well, I think the literal translation is like male prostitute, but it is a homophobic slur.
Yeah.
It's like the worst of the homophobic slurs, but in Spanish.
Yeah.
And he goes,
bitch.
I go, I don't know if you know, they've been singing that for 30 minutes, and the kids have been singing it. I go,
Yeah.
I don't think they're exactly. And I was explaining this to him, saying like, I don't think these fans are like super chill. They scored a goal, and this guy Lewandowski, who's like from the, he's Polish, he's from the Polish national team, he's like one of the best players in FC Barcelona. He goes over to the corner and he's celebrating, and this guy that must have been in his 60s walks down. He's on the corner on the seat on the row aisle. He walks down just calmly, six rows down, takes a water bottle and chucks it at the fucking player.
Just boom.
And water gets all over the security guards that are sitting there, kind of in front of them, and all over the players. And I was like, oh, that guy's going to get kicked out. He just walked back to his seat and sat down and just started eating popcorn. Like, no fucking. I was like, oh, there's like there's a little bit of lawlessness here.
Yeah.
Anyways, FC Barcelona wins the game. They win the championship. And they start doing a ring around the rosy in the center of the field, which, is kind of lame, if you ask me. But they're dancing in a circle on their opposing team's field, whatever. This made SportsCenter, made the news and stuff. And all of a sudden, the circle breaks up, and they're pointing the players, and they start bolting towards the locker room. People have spilled over where one of the goals, and they're running on the field towards the FC Barcelona team to kill them. I mean, I can only assume to kill them. They've just been singing a homophobic slur for an hour, and they're not very free. And they start charging, and the whole team runs in. They're faster than these people, obviously. They run in, but they follow them into the tunnel. Then a whole mob gets up there. They're throwing barricades and chairs. I was there for a soccer riot. It was very exciting. I made SportsCenter. I think the Daily News reached out for my video that I post on Twitter and stuff like that. But
no, congrats.
I was part of a real soccer riot, and it felt good.
Hey, you're practically a hooligan.
No, I just sat there and filmed it, and I was like, we should probably go.
Apparently, this is a thing. My son's accident last week. There was people who rushed to the scene to film like the aftermath and what's happening, and like amateur reporters, and then put it on their YouTube thing. And they just have like,
yeah. You never seen Nightcrawler? That movie?
Oh, that's a fucking scary movie.
That's a good movie.
It's great.
But that's the thing. Like, people are just like,
that's not Jared Leto. That's Gyllenhaal, right?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I always get them confused. One's a cult leader, one's not. But
that's what he does. He goes to accidents and films them.
I haven't seen the movie in a while, but there's some version of that, like where he's rushing to.
Yeah, he's trying to break into the news.
Yeah.
And then like realizes like how everyone's kind of like vultures for it, so he starts creating his own crimes and starts like doing some twisted shit.
But it starts off with him. It starts off with him like running to these scenes of accidents or
He
murders.
buys like a police
like
scanner or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what these I heard the people posted that too. I had like the police.
Well, the Citizen app now.
Yeah.
It's like when the guy got shot in front of my house, that's people actually contacted me that I knew. I'm like, did someone get murdered near your house? I'm like, not near my house, right in front of my house.
My property line.
I saw it. I actually heard it and saw it. I saw the guy die. So, anyways, having a good day here. So.
Yeah, someone just got shot and killed 3 blocks away.
Cool. Oh, nice.
Call me when it happens in front of your house, dude.
I hope it was one of the people that parked like an asshole in front of your house.
Call me when you have to call 911. Watch the guy bleed out. Okay, fun. Yeah, that's fucked up. So we're done with Messi, I guess, because he switched the.
Yep. What are we, fourth quarter?
Yeah, we're starting.
I just wanted to say, the only thing I wanted to say about Messi was that supposedly, hey, welcome to Miami.
Yeah,
welcome
bienvenido a Messi.
Was a sold out stadium, right?
Yeah.
Was a soccer stadium?
Fireworks, bad audio, rain.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
he spoke in broken English apparently.
So if we can't sell out the dang Improv,
yeah,
it's pretty sad.
Well, we should invite him.
Messi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at a Publix. He's a normal guy.
I don't think he speaks English.
Messi. I got this. Bienvenido a Miami to invited Ala.
Wait, two invited?
Yeah.
You invited.
Yeah.
Even if you just translate,
Yeah.
it's not good.
¿Cómo se dice? Improv de Denia con mi amigo Forrest Shaw. Un Mermen podcast live. See you there.
The reason I think he doesn't speak English is
Hasta
'cause
luego.
I saw a video of him.
How was that, Luis?
I mean,
It'll get him
solid,
there, right?
solid 3.
The reason I don't think he speaks English because I saw a video of him and Beckham, who's one of the owners of Inter Miami, and
They're doing sign language.
they were talking to each other, and just in the comments were like, "Well, Beckham doesn't speak Spanish, and Messi doesn't speak English." And I was
Got
like,
him.
But I don't know if that's accurate.
Got
As
him.
accurate as the Momoa reporting that he hates swimming. So I don't know if.
Well, yeah, and since I knew the facts of my son's accident too, I knew all the shit they got wrong. They were like, the Land Rover was turning westbound and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nope. They're like, it was a head-on collision. I was like, nope, T-bone. And then they're like, no, the 2 people are in serious. And I'm just like, no, all this is wrong. But report with confidence.
Do you know what language they speak in Argentina, by the way?
Portuguese?
Yes, that's it.
Boom.
No, you're wrong. Spanish.
Really?
I know, but
Felt like you were trying to trip me up. I would have guessed Spanish.
I thought you were going to say Portuguese, and
Was it
worked.
Brazil that they speak?
Yeah, Brazil's where they
Portuguese?
speak Portuguese. But I'm pretty excited that you said Portuguese because that was my whole point of asking that in that tone and manner.
Yeah, you got me.
Because it was either going to be Spanish or Portuguese. I knew you knew that much at least. What about this? French Guiana, South American country.
French Guiana?
Yeah.
It's in South Africa?
No, it's in South America.
Oh, South America. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say Ethiopia.
Do you think Ethiopian's a language? It might be. I don't know.
English. French?
French. Yeah, it was right
Right
there.
there in the title.
Yeah, it was right there for you.
It's too obvious.
Do you know the capital of French Guiana?
No, not even. I can't even make a joke about knowing that.
Cayenne.
I don't know the capital
Like cayenne
of
pepper?
California.
Spelled the exact same way as cayenne pepper.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder if it's from there. It's in like
You should host Shark Week.
it's right in the northeastern part of South America. You're a fucking idiot. I can't believe you didn't know that. All right, we're done. You said, or we have voicemails or what?
If we want to do voicemails, we can.
Yeah, because you're gonna edit out those parts.
Yeah.
Nah, leave all that shit in.
Edit it out.
4th quarter.
These farts are coming more frequently, so we should.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude.
We should get a giddy up.
Yeah.
Got to go shave a bird, if you know what I mean.
No, you need to sacrifice a chicken so that your farts don't ever rot. Like, we need a Santeria priest in here.
Santeria is good
keep
for
your
gut health.
Farts from fucking rotting.
That's like, what's the character's name in Major League when he needs to sacrifice a chicken?
The guy from Allstate.
Yeah.
In the movie. God damn it! What is his name in fucking Major League? Not Sanchez. It's like
It's like Budo or
Budo is not his fucking name.
it's something like that. It's like real.
Are you looking it up, Louis?
Yeah. Pedro Serrano.
Serrano.
Yeah,
Serrano.
Serrano's what they
I
call
don't
him.
practice Serrano.
You never seen Major League?
Nope.
Oh,
I can tell just by the way you said his name.
Yeah.
Pedro Serrano.
That's a classic, dude.
Major League's good, man. You don't even need to like baseball. It's a funny movie. You got Wesley Snipes in it. You got Charlie Sheen. You got
Wesley Snipes.
the old guy that's the catcher, whatever that guy's name is. Behringer, Tom Behringer.
Yeah.
Good cat. Just Snipes and Sheen alone. They're young.
Yeah.
They're
Snipes
fucking ready to
run
go.
the 40 in his
Yeah.
pajamas.
Snipes hasn't tax evaded
Will
yet.
it-
Sheen's still sane, sort of.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, he's Willie Mays Hayes. The Corbin Burnson's in it. It's got a great cast. The old guy that's the manager, he's fun.
Yeah.
The woman that he's in
I
love
think-
with, I can't remember her name.
I could play him in a reboot, right? Oh. Gotta do this.
They're not
guys.
rebooting Major League. I hope not. It's good the way it is.
Yeah, I know.
You got Randy Quaid is in it. Remember he's in the outfield, the crazy
Yeah,
fans.
one of the tribe
See Major
members.
League. Subscribe to David
Oh,
Dobrik. Don't worry
Bob,
about our podcast.
Bob Euchre's in it.
Bob Euchre. How many do we have? Voicemails.
We have 6 total.
Fuck. Okay.
Why don't you just play those the ones that you said were from the same person?
Yeah.
We don't want any other ones.
Well, let's start with let's get through that block.
All right.
No, sounds like work.
All right.
347 Mervert. Call in with the questions. Questions.
Yeah. Here we go.
We don't care about your life. Yeah, and you can say, hey, things are going well here, or whatever. Love listening to the pod. You don't have to be like, hey, man, I got this bunion on my foot, and anyways, I'm drunk. Questions or comments, get out.
There you go.
We love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Well, I can't hear it.
Wait a second.
I'm calling about.
Back it up.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
This sounds racist.
Yeah, wait. You're Mexican. Is that a real accent? Sounds
Doesn't sound like it.
Sounds fake.
Yeah. No.
Did you call in, Dave, as this guy? All right. Play this fucking Jose guy.
Oye, Dave.
Oh,
This is Jose in Miami. I'm calling about the problem that you had with the barbecue pun names.
Okay, stop a second.
You-
Okay, hold on a second.
this is problematic.
He's calling from Miami with a Speedy Gonzalez accent.
Oh, he's our little, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is Jose. He's also referencing the barbecue pun names, which is a different podcast. Not even the same podcast. That's a Meet Dave podcast that I was on.
No,
It was.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was on the Meet Dave podcast,
Right,
and then I said Pig Floyd, boom, but we've since followed each other. Shout out Pig Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy, is this you?
No.
Sure,
Play
this
it. I'll
this
tell you
isn't
who I
your
think it is.
Okay.
You and your buddy, I don't know what's going on with Forrest, man. He doesn't understand the names. But
Lost
we have some
character
good
for a
names
second.
in the barbecue business.
Yeah.
Like Dirty Dick's Crab House. Yeah, that's another good one.
There's 3
Well,
messages
bagel,
from
you
this
could
guy.
stop.
We're not listening to the 3 messages from
There's
this guy.
4.
Nah, not gonna.
Is it all the same character or is it different characters?
He's in and out of his accent.
Is it different characters or is it the same one?
I can't tell. I think they're different. I think they're different.
Is there a question at the end of this?
Does not look like it, but I do
All right,
see
next
that.
one. Let's hear his next one.
I see that it ends with take it easy. Take it easy, Dolly.
All right, go to the next one. We'll see what happens in the next one. We're not giving this guy too much there.
All right.
I don't know what this guy thinks is going on here, but we're not. This has got to be
Yo,
you.
man,
It's not me.
I don't know what's going on with that stuff down over here, but you busted on the Pig Floyd, and the Pig Floyd's shit, man.
It's Pig
you gotta
Floyd.
get it right,
so this
bro.
is Pig Floyd.
In Miami only got one barbecue, and that's Pig Floyd.
Okay, hold on a
Pig
second.
Floyd
All
does-
right, they kind of got upset because I bagged on Pig Floyd.
That's the name, yeah.
Hey, it worked. We got a new listener to the maybe. Hopefully,
He's been hate listing us.
Okay, so Pig Floyd was a barbecue. There's one guy.
Yeah.
One guy that does barbecue, and I love Pink Floyd. It's like arguably one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
And no matter what Roger Waters does, like he's off the charts if you want to talk about stuff that he says, and he makes Kanye look tame sometimes. But I said I'm not into barbecue puns, and you listed a whole bunch. You said Pink Floyd, you listed a whole bunch of them, and then we got to Snoutcast, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, you're like, I like that one.
That one for whatever reason worked,
Snoutcast,
but they feel like barbecue. Pink Floyd, I don't think about but I followed Pig Floyd on Instagram. They talk some shit on Instagram. I get it, but we're just having some fun. I support them as a barbecue people, and then they literally followed me back maybe 5 or 6 days ago.
Yeah.
I just saw like Pig Floyd has followed you back. And I go, I guess we're cool now, but I see what's happening. We're not cool. Pig Floyd is upset. Pig Floyd has decided to do characters and call in. We can see your number.
I want to see what.
All right, let's hear the Southern one. That first of all, I thought it was not Southern. I thought it was a different. And I was like, oh boy, thought it was like something else. What's the next
Right.
one? Asian.
And you making fun of his name. I don't understand that. I'm not going to leave my name because you're going to call me back, harass my sister, my mom, and all that stuff. You guys are mean, man. I've seen you. You guys are mean.
This is Southern. That's a Southern.
I don't know what's going. Okay,
But I'll
Like
tell you right,
Cajun.
Mr. Pig Floyd, I really hope your barbecue's better than your accent.
I mean, we did a whole last episode about how bad my impressions were, and I think mine were better.
Where does Pig Floyd live?
Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should hook up when we're down there.
Yeah, he'll do something with us.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we're giving you some shine right now.
Yeah.
Don't listen, everybody. Just try his barbecue. Don't let these go to the last voicemail. Let me see what the next
Hold
accent
on.
is.
I'm kind of excited for the next one.
Yeah.
And it's short.
It's Asian.
It's a shorter one.
Is he doing the thing with the fingers with the eyes? Yeah. Hope not.
Here we go.
hey, fellas, this is, you know who it is. Stop busting on Pink Floyd or I'll beat your head in with a lead pipe. You know what's happening.
Oh, I see. It's like he's like
Christopher Walken.
He explained it.
That's the best. That's the best of bad impressions I've ever heard. Christopher Walken. In case you guys didn't get that.
You know who it is. I mean, how could you not know who it is? Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that impression was so bad. I really thought he was going to hit us with a lead pipe. I'm like, oh, this guy's just angry at us now.
He's just using his own voice now.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, it's Joe Pesci, but not good. Not a good Joe Pesci. Like it's someone from a mob movie, which I guess Walken's been in, but
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, get to the chopper.
My Christopher Walken was better.
Dude, your farts were a better impression of Christopher Walken than this guy's Christopher Walken. I'm just talking about the way they smelled. All right, is that the last from old Pig Floyd?
One more.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Hello? Mama, they on the phone? Yeah, I think they're on the phone.
Wait a
Hey,
Forrest
you
Gump?
guys need to leave Pig Floyd alone. This is Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel from the Redlands. I love Pig Floyd.
From Simpsons?
From the
He played in
Redlands?
my
No,
mama's
but that's
funeral.
from The Simpsons, that character.
He made the barbecue and played the guitar at the same time. Okay? So if you got a problem with me,
Can you back
call
that
me
up to
on-
the beginning real quick? Because I'm pretty sure that was an English accent.
Yeah.
Right off the top.
I thought he was going pretty sure. Like, hello, governor. Hello.
I want some water.
Hello, I'm in the swamps of
All
Clearwater.
right, play the first thing again. Did you?
Hello?
Okay,
Mama,
Yeah,
they on the phone?
hello. like a slack-jawed yokel's more like, hello.
First of all, you just farted again, didn't you?
I didn't, but I keep
Jesus
moving, so I think it's
Christ.
like escaping.
Cletus the Slackjaw Yokel is a character from The Simpsons, that recurring character. And then clearly what he was doing at the beginning was he was just like, hello, I don't know, let's get down. All right, okay, all right, it's Cletus. Yeah, which
Yeah.
I guess he was inspired by our last episode with my voiceover work. So
Your voice, yeah, and then my impressions.
nah, not your impression. Is that all from Pig Floyd?
It is. That's
Give
it.
Pig Floyd a follow.
All right,
If you're in
yeah.
Miami, try. I don't know. They have a food truck. What do they do?
Yeah, he's got a food truck. He does pop-ups.
Go check out Pig Floyd. I'm sure despite the name, even though the thing, I think we're gonna have a lot in common. He probably likes Pink Floyd.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, we'll maybe we can do an event in our show. Maybe the food truck can come to like the Comedy Inn or something.
Yeah, but we can
We'll
do
have to
that.
ask Mike before we even give that out as a thing. All right. Is that it for the voicemails?
We got a couple more, including a new caller.
Yeah,
so
let's do it. We're into it.
All right.
Skip a couple episodes after this.
Forrest, Dave, Luis, how's it going, guys? This is Scott from Pennsylvania.
Hold on a
I
second.
just listened to the new episode. I'm on my way.
Wait. Is this still Pig Floyd, but he's doing an impression of a guy in Coke?
That was Peppy.
Who is this guy from Pennsylvania?
Scott from
This is a new caller.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, what do you got?
Yeah, I like the energy, Scott.
All right, start it over. Sorry. Yeah.
Starting over.
Forrest, Dave, Luis, how's
Got
it going,
me
guys?
again.
This is Scott from Pennsylvania. I just listened to the new episode. I'm on my way home from seeing Forrest in Philly last night. It was an awesome show. Thanks for coming, Forrest.
okay.
I was the one at the beginning of the show who had seen Four Decisions and listened to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But how annoying was that girl in the front like the whole time? Anyway, Dave, if you're around sometime, I would love to come see you as well. Luis, if you want to get into comedy, I'd come see you too. Anyway, thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, Scott. I'm going to hold you to
Thanks
it.
for calling, Scott.
Who was
Thanks
the
for
annoying
coming to the
broad
show.
at your
Thanks
show?
for coming to the show. The turnout wasn't as sold out, but it was pouring rain and pouring rain, and people came out. I mean, I didn't even want to go to the venue. It was raining so hard, and I was like, and people showed up, so I was happy for that.
So it was a bad turnout, and you had an annoying person in the front row?
I wouldn't say bad. The crowd was good.
So you barely sold any tickets, and you had an annoying girl in the front row?
I want to say there was like 50 people there or something.
All right.
Yeah, for a Sunday in pouring rain.
So 1/50th of your crowd was an annoying person in the front row?
There was a woman by herself, and the guy opening for me, I guess, knew her, and I don't know if they had gone on a date, but I think he had invited her as like a date kind of thing. and she had not been to a comedy show.
Not the
ever.
person to put in the front row.
She was okay. This is what I'll say about her. She was enjoying the show, and she was laughing, but she would like say things every once in a while. So I didn't like dig in her too hard because like I saw what was happening, where I was like, yeah, I get it. This you've probably never been to a comedy show. If you don't know what to do, but you're not being like that's wrong. And she wasn't like she wasn't upset. She was enjoying herself. You know?
Yeah.
And she would like talk to the table next to her, and at the very end I said okay, la la la, and then the comic I remember I said to him like I don't know, man, she was kind of tough to deal, but it was fine. It was fine for the show. Afterwards, a whole group of us went to this barcade down the street, you know,
yeah, that's always fun.
Had some drinks and played some video games and pinball and whatever. And she came with because she was with the guy opening for me. I could look his name up right now, but
Don't worry about it.
And then also the woman, God damn it, I'm gonna say it was Sonia, but it's wrong. God, I'm fucking terrible with names. The woman that opened for me that she was hosting. And then to my friends, my buddy Dave LaPuma and his wife Inga.
Oh, Dave LaPuma, the bird expert.
Yeah, they came to the show, so they came down there. My friend Crystal and her friend, Naughty Mermaid.
Naughty Mermaid, shout out.
Who I got to meet in Philadelphia.
Give her a big hug. Say thank you for being kind
she
to
was
us.
awesome. We got to hang out a bunch, so that was really nice to meet her. And she brought a whole crew of people out, so thank you again, Naughty Mermaid, for that. That was awesome. And
If it wasn't for her, you would have only had 20 people there. That night.
No shit. You're not lying. If it wasn't for her, I would have had a lot less people there. She probably brought at least 8 or 9 people, like her cousins and friends and whatever. I think one of the people didn't care for me because at the end everyone was like, "Good show," and the one when someone's like, "Yeah, good show,"
She was like, "Man, that's what they think."
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I don't like what you said.
I didn't want to come. We're going to the barcade.
So we all went to that barcade afterwards, and then that woman was there till the very end, and she was a little bit weird. But I think she's had a rough patch in her life. That's what I'd say about her. So I was happy she was there. And she followed me on Instagram. We're friends now. She gave me a ride back to my hotel. So that was nice of her. Actually, I drove. And
The annoying person gave you a ride back to your hotel.
Yeah. So there you go. She was annoying. And then in the end.
That never happens. Where you're like a heckler and you're like, this fucking person made my rah. And then, can you give me a ride home?
Yeah, because everyone else that I was with was going in different ways. And then I just saw an opportunity to not spend like $25 on an Uber. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to, but she was, I'm sorry you found her annoying, but I'm glad you came to the show. And that was a fun show. I did a lot of like riffing and stuff that I was just listening to that set. And I got like a lot of new jokes and stuff out of that, I think. I was sweating like a motherfucker. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting.
Good for you, Forrest.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks,
last
Paul.
one.
Thanks
Last
for
one.
calling in.
2 more, but
He didn't have a question, but it led to conversation, so that was okay.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
speaking of Naughty Mermaid,
Oh.
she's back.
All right.
Forrest was fantastic.
Hello, it's the Naughty Mermaid here. I just listened to the July 10th episode and thought you should know that if you are ever given an opportunity to be a barnacle, always say yes. Always. While barnacles are hermaphroditic and cannot move, nature has given them a very special gift to compensate. They have the largest body size to penis ratio of any known creature on Earth. At 8 times the size of their body, nature amply endowed them so they can reach neighboring barnacles to pseudo-copulate. To put 8 times their body size into perspective, as a 6-foot-tall man, you would have a 48-foot cock.
Whoa.
Barnacles are the most satisfied creatures on Earth. Thanks for sharing your reel. And as always, sleep well, dream naughty.
Well,
That's
always coming in with the penis information. Not here.
I enjoyed that.
You learned something.
I did. We definitely. I have
Hung like a barnacle. That's what you got to say from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people won't get it.
I like
They
it.
just think hung like a horse. Man.
I think that's. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that.
Yeah. Imagine.
I've been thinking a lot about that idea, by the way, that we should do a barnacle animation.
I don't remember what the barnacle thing was on the episode.
I was just, when we were doing the voiceover stuff, I said, you should play a barnacle. And then I said, hey, that'd be a funny show where it's just a whole bunch of barnacles and they talk to each other. They can't move.
Well, you could
and then
do
characters come in like a shark with a hook in his mouth and he's like, this thing's killing me. And he's like, well, can you help me get it out? It's like, we're just barnacles. We don't have hands. We can't. We
I don't think you'd get a lot of
giant
episodes.
penises, but
Yeah. You'd have some X-rated episodes. Just like a barnacle dick.
yeah. Forrest the barnacle.
Yeah. Wait, how big would a 6-foot man's dick be? 48 feet?
48 feet. Cock, she says.
Yeah.
You got to roll that up.
Reminds me of this guy I played high school football with.
He had a 48-foot penis?
A lot of guys had a big dick.
Oh, in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. You felt bad walking in with your thing?
Still do.
Yeah. Walking in. I never took showers naked with other men in high school. I didn't do it.
I had this.
I went back to class sweaty as fuck.
Yeah.
I was in South Florida where you sweat your ass off. I'm like, just going back to class sweaty.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
I had this thing about like not being ashamed, but looking back, yeah, I probably should have been. Should have been a little secretive.
That's a joke, and I don't know if I think I recorded on one of my albums about my dick and about like how like the older you get, the more you're just like, I don't care if people see my dick. And I was like, but when I was in high school, I never took a shower.
Yeah,
because I didn't want people to see my dick, and I was like, that's when people should have seen my dick. This
the joke was at its best.
That's what I said. It's at top fighting weight. It was all the same color. It was aligned correctly. That was like part of the joke.
That's why when you go to the gym, like the guys who walk around, it's the old guys who have bodies no one wants to see.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, and they're just like,
bleh. That was what I just said. Just ruined it.
I went to. That's
all the time we got for the show.
Wait, no. This is. I went to survival camp when I was in 6th grade, and I got there.
Survival camp.
Yeah, I was out in the Everglades, just like hunting, fishing, like survival techniques, whatever. And
band of the hand.
Me and my buddy, we were in 6th grade. They put us in the 8th grade cabin because they ran out of room in the 6th grade cabin.
Yeah.
So we had to shower with the 8th graders, and these were not these kids they were not suburban kids like we were. These were kids who like lived a block away from the camp, kind of. They were mean kids.
That's who I figured would go to survival camp. People that needed to learn it.
Yeah, they were mean kids. And so my buddies, they didn't shower the whole time we were there. They were like, we're not. And I'm the kind of kid where like I watch the after school specials of like Saved by the Bell and like take it to heart. And I'm like, I'm not going to let them intimidate me. Like, I have every right to have a shower as they do. And I like didn't even have pubes yet. And I'm just like walking in the shower confidently, and they're like laughing at my dick. And I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are laughing at. Like, I'm just like, I'm just a human being like anyone else. And they're like, you don't even have pubes yet. And I'm like, why are you looking at my dick?
I don't know what you're laughing at.
I go, this is more a reflection of you than me. And I'll just shower up, and then probably it was real.
I don't care how old I get. Another man's dick won't be funny won't not be funny until I die. Do you watch the Mighty Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah, it's so great.
Did you watch this last episode?
No, we're not caught up.
Well, there's a guy's dick in it. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Just so you know. That's literally one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen.
Did you watch that show?
Because the guy's dick's out. Yeah. If the guy's dick was out, it'd still be a funny scene, but way funnier with the guy's dick.
Do you watch that show, Dave?
I've watched some of it, but I know it's good, and I haven't caught up with it.
There's this one scene where.
All right, we gotta go.
There's this one scene that made me laugh harder than anything in my life, and it was penis related.
How about some text messages?
Hey, that'd be fantastic, Luis.
Yeah.
All right, this one is
Christopher
returning text from Maggie from Chicago.
Maggie.
And this came July 4th. So she says, I have to work on the 4th, even though operations are slow as frozen honey. Thanks for releasing a podcast on the holiday, so I have something to distract myself. Merman question. If you were Merman, what would be your BFF animal sidekick?
Yeah.
Predictions.
Merman.
Forrest would have a bull shark. Dave would have a swordfish or sailfish with 3 names like Johnny Sailfish, Cupola from Down Reef.
Ooh, I like that.
Personally, I would pick an orca. Happy Cinco de Mayo, America. Maggie from Chicago.
Pick an orca.
Sailfish would be pretty.
I mean, bull shark's good, but I don't know. Is it bull shark because of my physique or because
your bullish nature?
They have the highest level of testosterone of any animal in the world. Supposedly, this is what they've tested them and said. So that's why they're the most aggressive of the sharks. If they're in situations where the aggression would.
They're like, this is my territory.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm that aggressive. I would like to be I think I said this before. I want to be a sea lion.
Yeah,
but without the getting eaten by a shark part.
Yeah,
because they when sea lions are swimming, it looks like almost like fake. Looks like CGI shit. They're just the way they turn and glide and then just hop up on something and slide around.
Yeah, it's like when Aquaman
fun.
does it. It makes no sense because there's nothing propelling him other than just magic.
Yeah, they look. It's so effortless, and it looks. I don't want to anthropomorphize animals, but it looks like they're having fun. You know, it looks like, I'm like, that animal looks like it's swimming and having fun. So I think if I lived where, if I wasn't going to get eaten by a shark, because even though I have the knowledge those sharks are crafty, they're going to get that sea lion. That's what they're doing. I think that's part of the deal. Sea lions are having so much fun swimming that's why they get eaten by sharks.
You seem like you'd relate with a sea lion, but one that would like thrive in captivity. Like you'd be like, I'm cool just going like this a couple times a day.
Like Netflix?
Getting fed fish, and I'll be in my cave for the 3 o'clock show.
Can watch the new show Quarterbacks? You watching that?
No, I'm watching my kid though.
Pretty good. That and Hijack. Yeah, as a sea lion, I'll be doing that. All right, what would you be?
I mean, I would have never picked swordfish for myself, but now that I think about it, I think it'd be pretty fun. Because a dolphin is too cliche of an answer. But a swordfish, you could kind of like have the same kind of fun. And you could stab shit, and
the only problem is
you could roast marshmallows.
You're gonna get hooked.
People fish,
They go fish. But
and then I'd have to fight fishermen. I'd be like, "That's my friend Larry Swordfish from Bogota," or whatever she said.
Well, you get landed. They'd land you on the boat, and then you would talk so much they'd throw you back in.
Yeah,
so you'd be good. They'd be like, "This fucking guy won't shut up," and you're like, "Hey, anyways, cool, yeah, nice swim trunks. I almost had those swim trunks one time. My buddy, his name was Federico Fellini.
Hey, you guys have any IPAs?"
Anyways, and in college, it was like we were in a frat. He dressed up like alien. No, I know it's crazy. We're fish, but it's still racist somehow because I'm a fish. All right,
I'd probably hang out with like a grouper. Mm-hmm. Just chill
underneath a rock.
Yeah, just being a grouper.
Okay. Any more text messages? Thank you, by the way, Maggie from Chicago. Is a question.
Good question. Good job. I like it.
Good job.
We got one more. It's a two-parter. One's a question, one's not. Starting. Well, Forrest, I will meet you at the wreck of the Titanic in 15 years. It's a date. Also, Dave, I am just getting into smoking meats, so I'm checking out the Meat Dave podcast.
Nice. Good call.
And he follows it with, hey, guys, hope all is well. I noticed that I have Tricks on my Facebook and was wondering if I should send him your link to the foot fetish episode and possibly send him a few foot memes. Let me know what you think.
I mean, I don't think we care, but also I don't need that drama in my life. You can just let it go.
Well, and you notice you have them on your Facebook, so you followed them. So, so maybe you even a foot thing.
I don't need to start a war with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens organically, I don't give a shit. I don't think we need to antagonize him, but I appreciate
let the guy live his life.
I appreciate you offering to do that, but yeah, I don't think we need to start the war, but if he listens to the thing...
The war comes to our doorstep, then.
Okay.
We'll gather up our swordfish and go to battle.
You're a grouper now.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting there, being tasty. You're going to be fucking eating so quick.
My buddy, I know. I'm going to be like, where's my friend Larry go?
2 minutes left. 2 minutos.
All right, I got to go.
All right, I got to poop. Grand Rapids. I'm gonna be in Grand Rapids. Come see me. Second weekend of August. That's in Michigan. And follow me at Dave W Comedy on Instagram and all the social medias. Meet Dave Podcast if you like barbecue.
Yeah, just go to forrestshot.net. September, we're gonna be in Key West and Miami and Dania. So if you're down there, come out there. And then October, I'm in San Diego at Mic Drop. And August, I'm at Wildlands Festival. It's all on forrestshot.net. Check it out.
Vegas, Boise.
Oh, yeah, Vegas. Yeah. August 14th to the 21st, Comedy Cellar.
Yeah, well, both got dates in Vegas coming up.
All right, cool.
DaveWilliamson.com.
For they are the mermen.